You know what I think is so interesting? The way girls are taught to monitor themselves before they ever get the chance to know themselves. Like from such a young age, you're watching yourself through imaginary eyes. Am I too loud? Do they like me? Was that embarrassing? Do I look okay standing like this? And after years of that, you end up with a personality built around observation instead of devotion. And then one day, you wake up exhausted because you've spent your entire life treating yourself like a public relations project instead of a person you deeply adore. So when I say become self-obsessed, I do not mean narcissistic. I mean finally becoming the center of your own emotional universe again. I mean caring about your opinion of yourself more than the random rotating audience of strangers around you. I mean becoming so deeply connected to yourself that rejection starts feeling like information instead of devastation. Sauce. Because here's the truth nobody says out loud. The women who seem magnetic, the women everyone is drawn to, usually they are not the prettiest in the room. They are the least self-abandoning. There's something about a woman who does not constantly leave herself emotionally to chase approval that changes the entire atmosphere around her. People can feel it. And honestly, a lot of girls think self-obsession is posting selfies and staring in mirrors. That's the shallow version. Real self-obsession is way less performative. It's remembering your own favorite things. It's noticing your moods before they become breakdowns. It's buying yourself the expensive fruit because you like it. It's refusing to speak cruelly to yourself even during failure. It's sitting there thinking, wait, why am I talking to myself like I'm someone I hate? Okay? I started becoming self-obsessed when I realized I was giving everyone else the main character treatment. I remembered everyone's birthdays, everyone's coffee order, everyone's emotional triggers, everyone's dreams. Meanwhile, I was disconnected from myself. I could tell you what everybody around me needed, but could not tell you what I needed without feeling guilty. That is not kindness. That is self-erasure with good PR. And another thing, stop romanticizing being chosen. Seriously, some girls are so focused on being desirable that they forget to become deeply desirable to themselves. You should know yourself so well that when someone enters your life, you instantly notice whether their energy disrupts your peace or adds to it. That is self-obsession, not how do I make them like me, but do I even boom around this person? Also, confidence becomes so much easier when you stop treating perfection as the entry fee. Because a lot of insecurity is literally just hyperfixation. Girls will stare at one flaw so aggressively that they stop seeing their entire beauty. Meanwhile, other people are experiencing their laugh, their energy, their eyes, their humor, their presence. You are reducing yourself to one tiny insecurity while the world experiences you as a full human being. And can I say something slightly evil? Embarrassment loses power when you become a little self-obsessed because you stop viewing yourself from the perspective of a hostile audience. Like, okay, maybe you said something awkward, maybe you tripped, maybe someone didn't text back. Why are you acting like you committed a federal crime? People who love themselves recover from embarrassment faster because they are not subconsciously waiting for proof they are unworthy. I genuinely think every girl should experience the phase where she becomes almost ridiculously in love with herself. Not in a delusional way, in a grounded way, a healthy way. The kind where you take care of yourself because you matter to you. The kind where you stop abandoning your standards just to avoid being alone. And honestly, being self-obsessed also means becoming protective of your mind. Some people do not deserve access to you. Some conversations physically drain your nervous system. Some friendships quietly lower your self-worth. A self-obsessed woman notices that. She pays attention to how her body feels around people. She does not force herself to stay available to everyone out of guilt. I also think girls underestimate how much their lives change when they start keeping promises to themselves. Confidence is not built through affirmations alone. It is built through evidence. Every time you trust your intuition, every time you leave the situation that feels wrong, every time you follow through on something you said you would do for yourself, your brain starts seeing you as reliable. And self-trust is where that glow comes from. Because at the end of the day, self-obsession is not really about vanity. It's about loyalty. It's about becoming the one person in your life who consistently stays on your own side. And weirdly enough, that's when other people start respecting you more too, because the world often follows the emotional standard you set for yourself. So no, I do not think girls need to humble themselves more. I think a lot of girls need to stop shrinking, stop apologizing for taking up space, stop acting emotionally grateful for crumbs, stop speaking about themselves like they're temporary inconveniences in everybody else's life. You are literally supposed to be in love with your life. And that relationship starts with being in love with yourself first. Love you no matter what.